Hey, welcome back to the Too Fast channel. In today's unboxing video, we're going to be looking at a multifunctional shooting grip made by Inkee. They call this the electric eel. I purchased this off of Amazon for $69. It's also available off of their website. I'll put both links in the description. Now, what this basically is it's a grip designed to hold your cell phone while you're taking photos or doing video. So it has a detachable tripod mount on the bottom, and it has a phone holder grip that can be mounted on the top or the side. Now the center grip section is a aviation aluminum framed 9,000 milliamp battery. So with this battery, you can plug in your phone to the battery, and you can plug in other devices that you might be using with your camera to the battery to keep everything charged. So if you're using your camera for an extended period of time, using a light, using a powered microphone, your grip doubles as a battery supply. Great idea. My main shooting camera is a DSLR. It is not convenient for me really to use inside of a vehicle or at car shows and so on. It's just too bulky. So I'm hoping when the iPhone 13 comes out to make the switch over to using a iPhone 13 in those scenarios where a DSLR is impractical, and doing some experimentation with my existing phone, I find that I've got to have some sort of a stand for my phone. I use an external Rode microphone, so I've got to have a place to put the microphone, and I also need an external light. So I have a few devices that need to work in conjunction with the phone, and this is going to give me exactly what I need to bring everything all together for one shooting solution with the phone. So let's go ahead and unbox this. I'll talk about more of the specs here soon. Nice packaging on this, nice white box. Got some photos and descriptions of the content and so on. I always like to see attention to detail in the packaging of the product. That just says a lot to me. So there's a small user guide here that tells you how to do things. If you go to Inkee's website and go underneath the electric eel, there is a PDF version of this, which is larger and easier to read. All right, so the packaging in here, there's no foam. There's just this kind of plastic material holding everything in. The first item up to take a look at is the phone holder. Now, this is all plastic. It is got a cold shoe mount on the bottom. There's a 1/4-inch threaded insert here on the bottom. The phone holding mechanism rotates. There's also a 1/4-inch threaded point down here and a cold shoe mount right here. So this particular phone mount has got a lot of flexibility. You can see how wide it also gets. Press in this little button and it expands and contracts. The sections that hold the phone have rubberized inserts, and there's a knob right here which you can loosen, and you can actually change the angle. So you have a lot of flexibility with this little mount for your phone. Next item up here is a grip tripod. So this little tripod folds out like so. 1/4-inch threaded right there. There's rubberized material around this. The bottom has rubberized feet on it, so it will sit flat on your surface without really moving around. Now, one of the nice things about having 1/4-inch threaded inputs or everywhere is you can kind of mix and match. Like if you didn't want to use the battery, you could just use the tripod mount with the phone holder, or you could use this for holding your phone. So in situations where you need something low profile or you don't really need the battery for what have you, you can take these pieces and mix and match them together. Plus, you can buy other parts that can screw into these. So you can add on and do all sorts of things. So I like the flexibility there that, we have threaded brass inserts on 2 different spots on this phone holder. So it gives you a lot of flexibility, plus the cold shoe mount. So those are 2 of the items inside of this larger box here. We have our battery assembly, which I will talk about shortly, and we have 3 12-inch USB cables. So these USB cables that are included, you have a single USB-C to USB-C cable, which is good. You have a USB-C to USB micro cable, and you have a USB-C to Lightning for iPhone purposes. So that covers most of your needs cable-wise. Now the battery itself, again, is an aviation aluminum frame, so probably a 6000 series aluminum. And as you can see on here, there's a whole lot of threaded inputs. There's 2 down here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 right there. There's 1 on the bottom. There's 2 on the top. A lot of flexibility with adding accessories onto this. Now, one of the other things that Inkee advertises is they refer to this as a NATA standard track. That's not something I'm personally familiar with, but if you work in the film or the video industry, that obviously to me it sounds like a standardization for devices that slide over this railing right here to clamp into place. I'm not familiar with that. I don't own anything that has a NATA standard track on it, but this will accommodate those types of accessories. So if we look at the side of this, on this particular side, you've got 2 USB output ports. These are 5 volt 2 amp charging ports. The front, again, obviously you have all of these threaded inputs. Down at the bottom is a USB-C. This is listed as an input-output port. So this is what you use to charge it, and you can also use this to power devices. The output power of this port is 18 watts. For input charging, it will take up to 20 watts. So you can fast charge this with a 20-watt charger, and this port will fast charge iPhones. So let's see. The fast charge port is listed as being able to charge an iPhone 11 from 0 to 55% in half an hour, and can charge it to 84% in an hour, and it can do that 3 times with the 9,000 milliamp capabilities of this battery. All right, so flipping over to the other side, you have 2 more 5 volt 2 amp charging ports. You also have a power button, and you have a power indicator, which if you press the button, these 4 little blue LEDs right there will come on to show you the charge indicator or what the charge status of this battery is. So one blue LED is 25%, 2 is 50, 3 is 75, and 4 is 100% charged. So that, again, on the top of this is a cold shoe mount, and on the bottom is the threaded port. So that's the battery. So what can we do with this? So we can put this tripod on the bottom, and you can walk around and hold it like this, or you can flip out the tripod and set that down. Let's see, let's back out that a little bit. Here we go. So with our phone mount, we can mount it up here on the cold shoe mount like so, and tighten this down. And we still don't have everything in frame. Okay, there we go. So we can do this, and then we can add a phone. Can expand that out a little bit, and we can take my iPhone SE, and we can put that in there and tighten that down. And since it's got these little rubber grips on it, if you've got your phone in a case, make sure it's nice and tight in there and it's not going to fall out. So there we go. And if we wanted to, do some rotation, we could rotate this, and we've got some angle adjustments. We can move this around and rotate our phone different angles. So if we want to keep our phone charged, we can plug in one of the included cables here, and we can plug it in down here for fast charging, or we can use one of these other ports up here for slow charging. And you heard my phone beep because it's now charging. And then you're good to go. And there's really nothing else you need to do on that. It's pretty simple. Now, that's everything that's included with the electric eel to get it set up and get it functioning. And that's great. So let me take a pause and let me grab some other accessories, and we'll see how we can accessorize our electric eel. All right, so let's take a look at what we can do with some added accessories, which I already happen to own. I own a few of these. These are basically 1/4 inch to 1/4 inch adapters. It allows you to take 2 threaded 1/4 inch devices and put them together. So I'm going to use that. I also have this. This is a single cold shoe mount to 2 cold shoe mounts. We also have threaded holes on the top of this, so you can get creative and you can add things on top. Again, these items I'm showing you, I purchased, which I use with my DSLR. These do not come with the Inkee. I'm just showing you how to accessorize your electric eel. I also have a very bright rechargeable light. This particular light has 3 cold shoe mounts on it as well. I got a cold shoe down here and a 1/4 inch. So what we can do if we use our included Inkee accessories, I'm going to use this little 1/4 inch adapter, and I'm going to see we're going to put this onto the side. Now, some of the photos for the electric eel show the phone holder mounted to the side, and if you look at that, they're using an adapter that doesn't come with the electric eel. So that's something to keep in mind, that if you want to do this type of mounting like they show on their website, or I'm doing right now, you need to buy a few extra accessories, and they're fairly cheap. So now we got the phone off to the side, and I can do several things. I can mount this up here. This will give me 2 cold shoe mounts for the light and the microphone. Can't show the microphone because I'm using the microphone with the DSLR, but I would put my microphone right there. So that would kind of be a handy little setup. Let's get our phone plugged in. Now we'll get our phone plugged in right here. And then let's get our camera mounted, or our camera plugged in. We need the USB-C to USB-C for my not my camera, my light. And there's the light plugged in. So once I get a final arrangement set up for this with cables and so on, then I'll go in and I'll do some cable management and, you know, maybe wrap up some of this extra cable, wrap it around the top or something like this. Do a little bit of cable management, something like this. Once I get stuff all kind of figured out. So that's one possible scenario that that you can you know, you can go with right here. You can purchase a few extra accessories and really accessorize your electric eel so you can get more functionality out of it. So I'll be running the Rode microphone probably right there, and of course I have to have a different splitter for the iPhone, which I'll just showcase that as well. Well, I do have the splitter somewhere, and I don't have it right in front of me, so I can't show that, but I'll need a lightning to 3.5 inch and adapter, so I can plug the 3.5 inch jack into the iPhone. So that's something else that I would need to have to get all three of these devices set up and running correctly. Okay, so that's pretty much all I have for showcasing of the electric eel. At this point, I like everything about this. I'm very happy with the amount of flexibility I have. The electric eel is available in 2 colors. It is available in black, which is what this one is, and gunmetal gray. And let's see. Let's talk about a little bit about safety protection before I end the video. The battery is a lithium-ion polymer battery. It can deal with overcharging, over-discharging, high temperatures, short circuit, and other abnormal conditions. It has multiple protection designs built into it to guarantee reliability for your digital equipment. And yeah, that's going to about wrap it up for this unboxing and setup of the Inkee electric eel, available for $69 on Amazon or directly on Inkee's website. Thanks for watching.